Can any of you remember the first James Bond movie you saw? And I don't mean on the television, I mean at the theater. My first was Timothy Dalton in The Living Daylights. For me, Timothy Dalton brought James Bond back to a more of a realistic approach to playing the character. Roger Moore's take on the character was definitely different from Sean Connery's. Sean Connery, as far as I'm concerned, will always be the best James Bond, and I even met the man. Happiest day of my life. But Roger Moore did a good job, but I just think the movies were more silly than they were realistic. Comparing Timothy Dalton to Pierce Brosnan would always win hands down. I think he brought a lot more class to the character, and he knew how to play him for both serious and having fun as well. But why am I talking about James Bond right now? Well, apparently it's in the hands of some company that I did not know had control over it. I never knew that MGM had given the rights over to Amazon and that Amazon had control over the franchise now. But should we be concerned that Amazon has control of this fantastic franchise? Could they be doing any damage to it, or could they do any harm to the future of this franchise? Will Amazon do it justice, or will they hurt it like they've done others?
I've had many names.
The Brock family has gone out of their way to try to defend this fantastic franchise that Ian Fleming created. And if Amazon has their way, they'll do to it what they've done to Tolkien's work, which is a devastating, sacrilegious blow as far as I'm concerned. W.F.S series is in turmoil as producers. Amazon can't agree on franchise. I don't think James Bond is a hero. What the hell are you talking about? Amazon bought MGM, the studio behind James Bond films, over 3 years ago, and so far there is no script, no story, and no new Bond. Frankly, as far as I'm concerned, that's a blessing right there, because honestly, I have not been a fan of Daniel Craig's James Bond. I've never seen someone so angry, so sad in his facial expressions, someone who just doesn't seem to get any pleasure out of playing this great character. So it appears the franchise could be in serious trouble here when you got executives such as this clown from Amazon who has to say, I don't think James Bond is an honest, true hero. Are you out of your mind? That quote seemed to point to Brock's fear that Amazon does not understand the very character that she has defended. A clear example of Amazon's problems with the James Bond franchise is right here. I have to be honest. I don't think James Bond is a hero. What are you smoking over there at Amazon? I mean, that is just ridiculous. And this quote seems to point to Brock's fear that Amazon does not understand the very character that she's dedicated her career to. These people are effing idiots, Brock has reportedly told her friends about Amazon's executives. As part of the deal, MGM executives ensured that Amazon commit to putting Bond on the big screen instead of regulating the franchise to a streaming series. The outlet noted that when an eager Amazon executive floated the idea of various Bond TV spin-offs, including a potential Moneypenny spin-off or a female 007 spin, Brock shot down the idea. Did you read the contract? She reportedly replied. When I read this, I feel like I'm watching Goldfinger all over again, except it is Bond strapped at the table, and it's an Amazon executives hanging over him.
Do you expect me to talk? No, Mr. Bond, I expect you to die.
If these are truly the ideas that Amazon has in mind for the James Bond series, tearing it down, watering it down, stripping it of anything of value just for the sake of profit, then I am all for never seeing another James Bond movie ever again. The idea of turning it into a TV series, Moneypenny gets her own TV series, a female 007, this crap has just gone too far.
Why can't you just be a good boy and die? You first.
I would love to hear your thoughts and comments on this, my friends, so please drop those comments below and let me know. Until the next time, my friends, God bless.